Steigen den Gebirge zu. In unserem Herz sind wir in deiner Sehnsucht, sie lässt uns doch mehr in Ruhe. Herrliche Berge, sonnige Höhen, will vorgebunden sein will, ja will. Herrliche Berge, sonnige Höhen, will vorgebunden sein will. Einmal beglühen, einwärts wir ziehen, die Berge, sie leuchten so rot. Wir kommen wieder, denn wir sind Brüder, Brüder am Leben und am Tod. Herrliche Berge, sonnige Höhen, Bergkameraden sind treu, ja treu. Herrliche Berge, sonnige Höhen, Bergkameraden sind treu. Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Rick Schwemmer. I am American-made with German parts. Just like the German Shepherd over here, yes. My parents are both German immigrants, came over after the war, came back, and they came right here in Salt Lake, late 50s, early 60s, and I was born late 60s, and while most kids were watching Saturday morning cartoons, I was listening to German music at home, and have enjoyed it. Started playing the accordion when I was 8, and following in my brother's footsteps, and but he quit and I kept going. I'm not sure which one of us is smarter, but it's still working, so we'll take it. That last song was called the Berg Vagabunden Polka, or the Mountain Vagabond Polka, and a lot of what you're going to hear is very mountain related because number one, we're surrounded by it, which is very, very beautiful, but a lot of what you're hearing is from Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, especially the alpine regions, or the mountain regions of those countries. This next song is called a Dimple Bohrischer. A dimple is kind of like a ukulele. I don't have a ukulele, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it on the accordion, but nice little instrumental number, something kind of fun to listen to or tackle. The Dimple Border. Thank you. All right, now, time to bring up the cowbells. These cowbells were stolen from cows all across Cache Valley. I'm just kidding, it's not true. These cowbells are made to be a musical instrument, and they are tuned. I've got 22 bells up here. I'm going to play a song now that will highlight some of those bells. This is a song that might sound familiar to you. In German, it's called Der fröhliche Wandersmann. In English, The Happy Wanderer. Faster? Should I go faster?
Oh yeah.
All right. Thank you. Well, let me tell you my cold and my heat story with the cowbells. And these cowbells, this is actually my second set. My first set of cowbells, I've been playing the cowbell since I was 24, just about 5 years. Thanks for the chuckle on that. I've been playing since I was 24, and so half my life. And I was asked to perform at the International Peace Gardens out in Jordan Park, and one afternoon. And this is my first set when I was using my first set of bells. And I was supposed to perform at noon, and the group before me showed up very, very, very late. And they said, "Rick, can we push you back about 45 minutes?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, that's fine, no problem." Well, what I forgot is that I had set up my bells, and this is out in the sun. And I had set up the bells, and they sat there and basted in the heat for a good 45 minutes to an hour. And when I finished playing my first bell song, when I finally got to perform, I had 11 heat blisters on my fingers. Just because your fingers rub against the bells, the knuckles rub against the bells when you're playing. Now maybe you're asking yourself, why is this your second set? What happened to the first set? Well, the first set of bells, I literally rang the pitch out of them. As you can imagine, when you're practicing cowbells, there's no notes, and so you're kind of having to wing it and create your own method of playing in your own order, the order of which the bells are in, and a lot of them jumped off the table while I was playing. So between that and traveling around the world, they went out of pitch, and so I decided to just get another set, and kind of a fun thing. There's an importer in Pennsylvania now that sells these, which is always nicer to work with somebody in the country. But I like them. Hopefully you enjoy them too. This next song is a song that, and I have to chuckle every time I say it, because it's a song about chickens. And there's this couple, Helga and Fritz Weber, that down in a little southern German town, and they are known. Well, I should say Helga Weber is known for making the best chicken dumplings. And in order to make these best chicken dumplings, of course, you have to have the best chickens. Fritz, her husband, is the one in charge of getting the chickens for these wonderful chicken dumplings. And so this song talks about the escapades of Fritz as he goes up into the mountains to get chickens and doesn't get any, and goes off into the valleys and meadows and pastures to get them and doesn't get any. And finally he gets one, and it jumps up on the stove and burns its feet, so he can't use that one. So he ends up going to the store and getting some. So that's the song called Bibi Händel. It's a yodeling song. If everyone in the world were yodelers, there wouldn't be any water left. Ich bin auf der Alm aufgegangen, hab es mal wohl mein Bibi-Händel fangen. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, gell, Bibi. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, jetzt tut's die. Wald ausgekäme, hab's mal wohl mein Bibi-Händel nehme. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, gell, Bibi. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, jetzt tut's die. Hat sie seine Bratele verbrunnen. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, gell, Bibi. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, jetzt tut's weh. Musik schwingt im Stadtteil gelaufen und ein neues Bibi-Händel kaufen. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, gell, Bibi. Gell, mein Bibi-Händel, jetzt tut's die. All right, this next little medley of songs are songs that I grew up listening to. Have spent about 5 years of my life, a little over 5 years of my life in Germany, and a couple of years on a mission, and a couple of 3 years working, and thoroughly enjoyed my time over there. But some of the things that I grew up with never changed. It was so amazing to hear that. I think nowadays, if you hear songs and talking to the older generation here, Red River Valley and some of those songs, you don't hear them much anymore. But in Germany, there's some old standards that have been around for 100 or 150 years, and you hear them over and over again. And this is a little medley of some of those songs. So manche Bastel aus, baut zur Sofa. Da hat schon manche brave Mann und zur Sofa. stehen ist so graus. Meide den Kummer und meide den Schmerz, dann ist das Leben ein Scherz. Meide den Kummer und meide den Schmerz, und dann ist das Leben ein Scherz. Oh, du lieber Augustin, 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 oh, du lieber Augustin, alles ist hin. Rock ist weg, Stock ist weg, Geld ist weg, alles weg. Oh, du lieber Augustin, alles ist hin. Mein Hut, der hat drei Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hätte er nicht drei Ecken, dann wäre es nicht mein Hut. Gehen wir mal rüber, gehen wir mal rüber zum Schmidt, seine Frau. Gehen wir mal rüber, gehen wir mal rüber, gehen wir mal rüber zum Schmidt. Der Schmidt, der hat zwei Töchterlein, die wollten so gerne verheiratet sein. Gehen wir mal rüber, gehen wir mal rüber, gehen wir mal rüber zum Schmidt. Du liegst mir im Herzen, du liegst mir im Sinn, du machst mir viel Schmerzen, weißt nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Your turn! Ja.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to do that again now. I'll sing it first. Ja, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Here we go! Nice! Weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. All right. Sorry, it's a pleasure to do with that. It's not that bad. All right. This next number, this last summer, actually, what is it? Last year, 2019. I married a German girl on one of my trips over to Germany, and which means that my mother-in-law is 5,000 miles away. We get along great. I mean, who wouldn't 5,000 miles away? But we try to get over there as much as we can. We've got the only grandkids, so my wife and our kids try to get over there when we can. But last year, we went over there and we took a little side trip down to Switzerland. And there's a valley, a little area called Appenzell. And if you can imagine walking through these gorgeous green meadows with the cows, with the cowbells, and I mean, it's about as picturesque as you can get. Probably one of my favorite places in the whole world. And in the evening, we came down into the valley of Appenzell. Went to a little dinner restaurant place, and they had live entertainment. And they had it was called a Showbeta, which means kind of like an open mic. So musicians could come and perform, and it wasn't coming and karaoke or anything like that. They were all Appenzeller people. They were all playing traditional instruments, playing traditional Appenzell music, and some of that included some beautiful yodeling. We were sitting there eating, taking it all in, and all of a sudden, in a break between the music, all of a sudden, somebody at one of the tables would go, and then the place would burst into hyper harmony. And it was like they knew what they were doing. It was melodious and a cappella and beautiful, gave you goosebumps. And it was so beautiful. I was talking with one of the musicians afterwards, and he said, yeah, this is actually traditional Appenzell yodeling. It's very, very slow. It's very melodic, very harmonious, and that was really interesting to know, to hear from that. This next song that I'm going to do now is nothing like that at all. It's called "Mein Vater ist ein Appenzeller," and even though it's a song that says my father's from Appenzell, it's a fast here we go. It talks about my father being from Appenzell and my brother being from Appenzell, but he's a thief. And my sister having 16 kids. She's from Appenzell, but she hasn't met a husband yet. And I guess maybe that's why this song is so fast, because we're just trying to get all of their family out in the video. My father stopped. My father lives in Appenzell. Alright, back to the cowbells. If any of you have been to Disneyland, you know that there has been a song that has tormented you. It's called It's a Small World. It is a good song, but if you've been in that ride, you can listen to it over and over and over, and it never quite leaves you. I'm going to do that one right now on the cowbells. right, let me tell you a little bit about playing cowbells. These cowbells, as I mentioned before, 22 of them, and they are all in the key of C. So basically, for those of you that know music a little bit, these are the white keys on a piano. I've got a couple of B flats here for when I want to play in the key of F. But it took me a few months to figure out which way I wanted to set up my bells. Currently, and I'll just go through the scale here. Thank you. That's not a cowbell, that's a cat bell. But and the reason why this setup runs, as far as I've experienced, this has been the most productive or the best to play, is because I don't have to cross my hands too much. So if the notes kind of flow around, it works really, really well. The other thing is, I am a man of great faith. My faith is that the bell is where it's supposed to be when I want to play it. When I play the bells, it's all muscle memory. And so that's, I'm a lot of times just hoping that the bell is where I'm going to reach and where it's going to be. Sometimes, as I've said, sometimes they fall off the table or sometimes they get out of order. Some of my bandmates, they like teasing me and putting one bell underneath the other. That's not very nice. But anyway, that's a little bit about the cowbells. I want to do a song now that you can all sing along to if you'd like. This is another one of those songs that doesn't leave you, but this time, this is not a song that you wish would leave. It's a very beautiful song called Edelweiss. Edelweiss is a little grayish-white flower, grows up in the Alps, and is such probably one of the most romantic songs of the Sound of Music. And hopefully you can sing along and enjoy this. All right. of the kind of traditional accordion type music, there are a few that come to mind. One of which is the beer barrel polka. And I like calling it the beer belly polka because one kind of leads to the other. But I'm going to do a verse of this in German, a verse of this in English. Please, again, feel free to join in and sing along. All right, time to get back to the cowbells. This next song is I laugh again when I think about how this song started. The background that you're hearing when I'm playing the bells is background that I've recorded myself, and so far they have been to songs that have previously existed, like The Happy Wanderer and Small World and things like that. The interesting thing about this next song is I made it up. But not only did I make this one up, but I guess that sounds bad. I need to use more professional speak. I composed this next number. But, and I say made it up because I was performing for a group in South Salt Lake. I perform for them about once a month, and so I wanted to do something a little bit fresh and exciting for them, and so I told them that I had recorded a background track, and I was going to make something up on the spot for them. And if it was any good, I'd let them name it. And so now I'm going to play for you The Dead Ringer. Cowbell's jumping off the table here. But that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you just keep going. But I think between the wind and the and I'm thinking inside. I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do if the tablecloth blows up over the bells? All that kind of stuff. One of the disadvantages to the cowbells is that after playing them, I'll poop. And so sometimes it's hard to do another vocal song or a yodel after cowbells. But I'm going to try. Let's see if I can get this one out. This is called a rucksack of a buckle with a knapsack on the back. Different from the Happy Wanderer. Same spot, you're bring the knapsack on hiking up the mountains. Okay, this, I'm going to switch around what I usually do. I usually end playing an accordion song, but I'm going to end with a bell one. So I'm going to do one more accordion number for you and then do one more bell number. This accordion one is one of my favorites, and usually one I end with, and the reason why is because it's called Die Berge, die sind mein Zuhause, or the mountains are my home. And for me, that has a little bit more special of a meaning. I mentioned that I had lived in Germany for 5 years. All of it was in Berlin northwards. And if you know any German geography, you know that up north in Germany, it's pretty flat. And you don't see the beautiful mountains. And so while I was living there, I missed waking up in the morning and seeing Mount Olympus or just looking out and seeing the beautiful mountains. And so this song really hits home to me, Die Berge, die sind mein Zuhause, or the mountains are my home. Die Berge, die sind mein Zuhause, da ist es wirklich wunderschön. Weit auf die Berge musst du sehen, es kann bei uns nicht schöner gehen. Der Himmel ist so klar und blau, das macht bei uns der Sonnenschein. Wir werden richtig fröhlich sein, bei Shepherd.